the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Saturday morning, and thanks so much for joining us for Hour 3 of DC News Now. And baby, it is cold outside. We're taking a live look at Rosslyn as the DMV slowly wakes up this morning. If you're still under the covers, we don't blame you, because in some places, we're dropping down to single-digit temperatures. I mean, take a look at the right-hand side of your screen. These are the current feels-like temperatures across the DMV. And boy, I've never been so happy that I don't live in a place like Cumberland, Maryland, or Martinsburg, West Virginia. Look at that, -4, 1 degree. I believe Hagerstown is at 0 degrees. It's really, really cold outside. But the freeze isn't unique just to the DMV, guys. This is video from Dallas, Texas, where roads were dangerously slick after being iced over. Let's just talk some numbers real quick. It's expected that 100 million people will be under some kind of winter wind chill alert today, with 18 million more people living in parts of the Northeast that'll hit 20 below zero. But nothing as bad as Mount Washington, New Hampshire, where the wind chill sat at 100 degrees below zero for over 10 hours straight. I didn't even know that that was possible. Well, good morning and happy Saturday, everybody. Thanks so much again for joining us for Hour 3 of DC News Now. I am Joseph Olmo. Let's bring Brittany Ward in on the conversation. We got a lot of big stories today, but perhaps the biggest is how unrelentingly cold it is outside, Brittany. So, of course, we always talk about which day is the pick of the week or pick of the weekend for Brittany Ward. Today is not the pick.
Definitely not the pick. And, Joe, just to spit out some more fun facts for you, Mount Washington there in New Hampshire, their wind chill values, the lowest they've gotten was -108 degrees, which is the coldest wind chill that we've ever recorded across the United States. So imagine, that's what it feels like when you step out the door there. Pretty chilly, but here at home, still fairly cold out there. Those outside temperatures in the teens, some of us in the single digits, the higher you get into the terrain. So again, it's going to be brutally cold as we head into your Saturday, which is why we're still issuing a DMV first warn day as we head through the day today. 18 is the current temperature there in DC, 16 in Leesburg, 7 there in Kaiser, 9 as you head over there to Cumberland. Now, because of that, the National Weather Service has extended the wind chill advisory. It is set to expire at 8 a.m. today, but they may still be holding on to that for a couple more minutes just because of how chilly those wind chill values are still in the higher terrain. Overall, Arctic high pressure just down to our south that's going to continue to sweep its way out of our area as we head through the day today, but that's going to be bringing us lots of sunshine, and we got 50s to talk about, so definitely keep it here. We'll time that out for you guys coming up in just a bit.
All right, that is Brittany Ward to start us off there from the Weather Center. Brittany, thank you. Well, the low temperatures still haven't stopped people from heading outside. Tourists and locals alike in D.C. braved the bitter winds to still enjoy a Friday night out on the town, our beautiful nation's capital. As our Marielle Carbone found out, a few extra layers sure does go a long way to keep warm.
The winds are whipping and the ice flying.
It's the wind that's bad, like when the wind picks up and kind of when you're going the right direction and hits you in the face. It's pretty intense.
Alexis Wade is one of the many people who braved the cold Friday, not letting the freezing temperatures keep her inside.
It's my friend's birthday. It was my birthday 2 days ago. We both love ice skating, and we were just like, hey, that's what we want to do for our birthday, and then it just happened to be very cold.
I feel like, the adrenaline, we're having a good time.
Mario Castro organized a trip for his NBA cohort to the ice rink. He says the group is embracing the cold.
It's a lot of people's first time because they're international students, so we told everybody to dress warmly because we knew it was going to be cold. So
It's spring.
At the Lincoln Memorial, sightseers are bundling up.
I dress in layers. You kind of get used to it in upstate New York. And you wear geeky hats.
Andrea Robinson, who is from upstate New York, says the cold is actually making her trip to D.C. better.
Because there's fewer people out. And you don't have to worry about crowds unless you go in a museum.
Her advice?
Put on layers, get some good mittens, put on a hat, and come on out. It's going to come to an end, and then we're going to complain because it's too hot.
You know, winter, spring, summer, or fall, our nation's capital is a beautiful place to be. That was our Marielle Carbone reporting there. While some people are basking in the cold, just remember it is still a very dangerous time for people and animals. And a heads up, D.C. activated its cold emergency protocols last night at 5 p.m. That means that the city is offering expanded services for people who need them. If you need a warm place to stay, the district will help you in that. All you have to do is call 311 to reach the shelter hotline. If you are at immediate risk, though, for any reason, call police and get that immediate help. Well, if you can't stay inside today, just don't forget to cover up at least. Weather like this can easily lead to frostbite and hypothermia if you are not careful. So we want to remind you this, and we found this great graphic from the National Weather Service showing you why you really want to avoid having any exposed skin. The experts say wear at least 2 layers on your bottom half, 3 on your top half, and if you start experiencing any signs of hypothermia like confusion or stiff muscles or difficulty speaking, call emergency services.
For children, estamos aquí. For children, estamos aquí.
All right, developing now, students and families in Arlington County, Virginia, marching for change. It comes after an overdose that happened inside Wakefield High School this past week. A student died after he was found unconscious in his school bathroom.
My heart is broken, but I can't even imagine the family of our student, just the situation and the pain that they're feeling, and that's what I want to keep foremost is kind of what that family is dealing with right now.
Arlington Public Schools have outlined plans to get the word out about overdoses, how to prevent them, and what to do if they indeed do happen. Meanwhile, coming up in the next half hour, our Jimmy Alexander has a very frank conversation with someone who's had a very personal experience with the opioid epidemic and how they are turning trauma into change. You don't want to miss it. All right, over to Virginia now, where the college community at James Madison University is mourning the loss of 3 students who were killed in a car crash. Right now, 2 other students are in critical condition. The crash happened Thursday night in Hardee County, West Virginia. That's about an hour and a half from campus. Deputies say the students were driving on Route 259 when their car ran off the road and hit a tree. The 3 students killed have been identified. John Ferguson and Nicholas Troutman were both from Richmond, and Joshua Martis was from Williamsburg. All 3 were just 19 years old. Deputies say the students were at a club prior to the crash, but did not say whether alcohol was involved. All right, we got an update this morning. A daycare owner from Maryland who's been sentenced now to 4 years in prison for shooting her husband. Shantiri Weems shot James Weems last July at the Mandarin Hotel right there in Southwest D.C. She said she did it after hearing he was molesting children in her daycare. James Weems, that husband, who's also a former Baltimore County police officer, has since been charged with molesting 4 children. Authorities say they began to investigate him after that July shooting. All right, new this morning, another Memphis police officer has been fired following the violent beating of Tyree Nichols, bringing the total now to 6 officers who've been removed from the department. Preston Hemphill, a white officer, had been suspended as he was investigated for his role in that January 7th arrest of Nichols. 1 other officer has been suspended but is yet to be identified or formally fired. 2 EMTs from the Memphis Fire Department who were also caught on cam there on that body cam footage, not rendering aid quickly enough to Tyree Nichols. They've also had their licenses suspended in the wake of Nichols' death. All right, happening now, the debate over a controversial statue in Washington, D.C. continues. You may have heard of the Emancipation statue. There it is. It's in Lincoln Park on Capitol Hill. Well, D.C. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton wants it to be moved to a museum where people can have the context of when it was placed there and why. She doesn't like how a freed slave kneels before President Abraham Lincoln. DC News Now's Dave Laval hears from the community about what should be done.
I think it's a piece of history. I don't think it should be necessarily moved.
Terrence Clark has not seen the Emancipation statue. The monument in Lincoln Park recognizes the freeing of the slaves by President Abraham Lincoln. It shows a former slave kneeling in front of the president. That's why D.C. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton has once again called for its removal from the federal park. We showed Clark a picture of the statue. He disagrees with Norton.
I think that history over time should be modified to hit accuracy but I don't think it should be something that should be removed out of a national park. I think it's a dumb idea.
I grew up on the hill and I've been here my whole life, and it's just been a staple of the neighborhood.
Celia Herdick has lived in this Capitol Hill neighborhood her whole life. The Emancipation statue has been part of that, but Herdick believes it's time for the statue to go.
It's the portrayal of it, I think. I don't think it's necessarily accurate. I think they should be standing next to each other rather than one above the other.
The statue has stood in the park since April 14, 1876, which is the 11th anniversary of President Lincoln's assassination. Norton wants the monument moved to a museum with an explanation of its origin and meaning. Clark wants to keep the statue where it stands, along with some improvements to reflect the significance of what it represents.
It still marks a humongous win for black people.
In Lincoln Park, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, that was our Dave Laval reporting there. Dave, thanks so much. What's happening today? It is National Transit Equity Day. It's celebrated every year on February 4th in honor of Rosa Parks, helping to pave the way for civil rights and equality on public transportation systems. Well, back here at home, the Montgomery County Department of Transportation in Maryland will be paying tribute all day. Every single one of their buses is set to have a reserved seat on behalf of Rosa Parks for the entire day. Officials say they are committed to providing everyone with access to reliable and affordable transportation. How about that? Well, this weekend marks the first weekend of Black History Month, and the DMV is celebrating all weekend long. Here are just a few ways you can take part. First up, this morning, you can tour the Washington National Cathedral to learn about notable African Americans. In Bowie, Maryland, a special quilt is on exhibit, on display, throughout February 22nd. It's at the Darnell's Chance House Museum. Back in D.C., Ford's Theater is also presenting a free play today. And tomorrow, the Kennedy Center is holding an MLK tribute concert. Tickets are $25.